Houston. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Take a look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That one complete. It's tapped down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Here's Fields.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Fields going to change things up here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to throw. Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals ends up incomplete.
Looking for Danny Gray that time.
And that'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the option left is Fields.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Justin Fields,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They run the option on 2nd down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Fields. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The Texans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
65 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is our last chance.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They're going option play on third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. A final shot before the break. Fields trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Fields now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And Mixon going to have a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Smallwood. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Off play action, Fields. That is caught by Dell. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Fields going to move them around. From the 16, Fields caught left side. Here's Dell. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run forward on 1st and goal. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Burrow.
This one complete to Smallwood. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Burrow.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Burrow.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Fields changing the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
To throw is Fields. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
On one, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Room here to run. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.